networking, right? So what we discussed in that one yesterday, yeah, fun thing. So guys, yesterday videos I didn't upload. I will try to upload yesterday, today, videos today. Okay. For your batch and morning batch also I didn't upload. Okay. So I will try today. Okay. Networking basics. So in that one, what is the use of network type of communication? What is meant by communication? Different types of communications. Okay, networking, internetworking. So what are the physical topologies? Bus, ring, mesh, star, and hybrid type of topologies like a spine and leaf topologies, T topologies. Okay, point to multi-point topologies also we discuss. Different types of networks, LAN, CAN, MAN, WAN kind of networks we discuss. Local area network, campus area network, metropolitan area network, wide area network. Then we discussed about what is intranet and internet. And plus we are also discussed about PAN in hand, personal area network, home area network also. Then we discussed about a five requirements in the communication, means in the network. Okay. So first three are belongs to creating a network to communicate in the network. For networking, two more things like NICs, media, okay, wide media or wireless media, networking devices, logical address or IP address protocols. So first thing we discussed, that is NIC. What is NIC? Network interface card. So it can be wide or wireless connectivity, but device want to connect it to network, it need an NIC. It can be a wider wireless type of connectivities. NIC it is. Okay. So wide type of NIC is called Ethernet. There is fast Ethernet, fast Ethernet, gigabit Ethernet, fast Ethernet. Sorry, Ethernet is 10 Mbps data transmission speed. Fast Ethernet is 100 Mbps. Gigabit Ethernet is 1000 Mbps. The Ethernet standard IEEE standard is 802.3 and Ethernet having a port to connect to the network through using UTP or STP cable. The port we call it as Ethernet port, LAN port, and mainly we call it as RJ45 port only. Okay, so wireless NICs also standard 802.11. This wireless NIC is also either it is built inside your laptop, mobile phones, building inside of NICs. The separate NIC cards are there for connecting to your desktop and laptop purpose also. USB based wireless adapters also available to connect wirelessly. 802.11 is a wireless standard number and there is each wireless type connectivity is showing 802.11 A or B or C. So it meaning is, so their frequency support as well as bandwidth, the maximum data transmission speed support. So simple to remember 2.4 gigahertz nowadays. Your system support 2.4 gigahertz. Means like if your internet speed, your data transmission speed is up to 50 Mbps, this 2.4 gigahertz frequency will support. Both for transmitting and receiving connection 2.4 for up to 50 Mbps internet speed, 2.4 router, 2.4 clients. Adapter is enough. If you have a data transmission speed more than 50 Mbps, then better to take 5 gigahertz connection. Simple. As I said, guys, I have a Geo router is there. So when I recharge for the first time, so 100 Mbps we have taken, 100 Mbps. So when I'm connecting from my 2.4 connection, I'm getting 30 Mbps only. If I connect with the 5 gigahertz, then it is I'm getting 100 Mbps connection. Okay, so that's like that. It is 2.4 up to 50 Mbps. So down and up. So two frequencies there are sent. Also, we discussed about a MAC address. What is a MAC address? Every NIC, wider wireless NIC, it is. Every NIC has a MAC address, media access control. This MAC address also called as physical address. It's 48-bit in size, represented in hexadecimal format. 12 hexa numbers are there. And who given this MAC address to our NIC is that manufacturer of that NIC only. MAC address cannot be changed. MAC address, we can't change it. Okay, we can't assign, we can't change it. It's already assigned. It's a fixed address. That's it is physical address. You can check the MAC address using get MAC command, ipconfig /all, and also you can go to the ncpa.cpl, go to adapter, double click details, you will find it. That's why I explained, just I'm going to give a quick review about it. And also we discuss about a IP address and MAC address differences. IP address and MAC address difference. IP address is a logical address, MAC address is a physical address. IP address uniquely identified device in the network, in a logical network. To identify individual devices uniquely use IP address. MAC address is a unique address. In the world, there is only one MAC address in the world. Okay. But IP address is defined logical network. Okay, MAC address don't define any kind of network, just for a individual identity purpose. IP address can be changeable, but MAC address cannot be changeable. IP address, we can assign IP address. We can assign IP address manually. We can assign or configure IP address. Also, you can get IP address automatically. Automatically from DHCP servers, we can get an IP address. MAC address, we can automatically, it is already assigned by the manufacturer of that NIC only. We can't assign or remove changing of MAC address is not there. Okay. And IP address, two versions, IPv4 version, IPv6 version. IPv4 is 32-bit, IPv6 is 128-bit. The MAC address is there is no specific versions are there. So only one type of version only. There is no version of MAC addresses. It's actually 48-bit and 12 hexadecimal numbers. This is the difference between IP and MAC address. To communicate in the network, guys, compulsory we require an IP address. Without knowing an IP address destination, without having your system should have an IP address and you should know the destination IP. Then only we can able to communicate. Okay, so that's the point. Someone is trying. Anyone is asking any question? What happened? Mic is open, but so I will mute everyone. Sorry. It's sometimes it is happens. Okay, networking cables, coaxial, twisted pair, fiber optical cable, coaxial cables. Okay, maybe earlier days in some places we use a coaxial cable for connecting devices for networking purpose. In India, we use mainly this coaxial cable for cable TV purpose. But in outside their countries, we use this coaxial cable not only for cable TV, also through that same cable, we are also internet connection purpose. Also, people use it, and network connecting purpose. Bus topologies use coaxial cables. Okay, so again, the center wire is a main cable for transmitting data. The coaxial cable support up to 800 meters. There is other standards also there, but I didn't discuss that standards. It is a base T kind of stuff standards. I didn't discuss. Just I'll go on. 10 base T, 100 base T, 100 base T, 10 base T means 10 Mbps data transmission speed, untwisted pair cable. Okay, it's like that. Okay. And this connectivity, this connection in a coaxial cable, this called it's a BNC connector. Coaxial cables, different types of connectors are BNC, T connector, hub connectors, like that it is, we are having different type of connectors there. Okay. So next one is twisted pair cable. Very important. Why? Because in our regular LAN communication, we use these twisted pair cables. And again, in a twisted pair cables, so there is a UTP and STP cables are there. unshielded twisted pair cable, shielded twisted pair cable, unshielded twisted pair cable. Okay. So this unshielded twisted pair cable does not contain any shielding. Separate shielding is not there, but STP having shielding. That's a shielded twisted pair cable. The pair of wires twist each other in, and there is a totally 4 pairs of wires in the one single cable. Totally 8 wires are there. Number of pairs increase, number of twist increases, then attenuation decreases, data transmission speed increases. The single cables will support up to 100 meters data transmission. Okay, for data transmission. Next, so this is what I'm trying to do. So just I want to quick review, right? This twisted pair cables, okay, the connector is called RJ45 connectors. So we insert RJ45 connectors. So both end of the cable connected with RJ45 connector, and you created a LAN cable. Also this LAN cable called as patch cable and CAT cables. The socket we call it as RJ45 socket kind of, or LAN port kind of stuff. Okay. This cables comes with a different categories. We use Cat6 or Cat5e cables. After Cat6 also there is a version Cat6, Cat7, Cat7a, Cat7d, like that it is also there, but Cat6 we are using. Okay, these are the different QP tools. Straight through cable, crossover cable, fiber optical cable also we discuss. What is this fiber optical cables? Fiber optical cables made up of glass, so no electromagnetic interferences. The signal is light wave. Used for very long distance communication, very high speed data transmission purpose. Okay. And it is not used for our regular LAN communication purpose, because you want to connect a fiber optical cable. Fiber optical cable related adapter is NIC is required for your laptops and desktop. Otherwise, we can't connect it. Plus, fiber optical related switches or hubs are required for centralized connectivity. So we are not using that, and we are using UTP cables only. Okay. But fiber optic cables were used in data centers for connecting their servers, storages, network. Okay, and next is like for core routers places where you need to transfer data, very high speed data transmission is there. Then we use these fiber optic cables, and also we use these fiber optic cables for internet connections from your home to your ISP. It is very long distance. We need a fiber optic cables. Earlier we used telephone cables to connect it. In globally, the different points are there to connect. It's under version fiber optic cables for connecting globally. Okay, so that's the point we have discussed. So these are the things we have discussed yesterday. So today we'll start with the networking devices, then we'll see the remaining points. So we'll start with the networking devices. Just 2 minutes, guys. Just 2 minutes. We'll start with the networking